Hello, this is Jerry back from jerryandsharon.com. Notice how I said Sharon and not Sharon, which I have been doing previously for years and years. I have an intriguing story to share with you today. Bear with me because it will tie into something vital to you. Now, as I said, I've been calling Sharon for years and years. I mean, she basically came over to the UK from Australia when she was one of those international students, and people just started pronouncing her name as Sharon. And rather than correct a ton of people, tons and tons of people, she just kind of let it slide, which is why people just got into the habit of calling her Sharon. Now, I recently found out that her name is actually pronounced Sharon. And as soon as I found out, it's been bugging me. I mean, just think about it. I'm sure, like me, you've been in situations where somebody's mispronounced your name. I mean, in my case, people have said to me, is Jerry short for Jeremy? And almost instinctively, something inside me just comes out and corrects them straight away. No. Jerry is short for Jerry. You know, it makes you feel uncomfortable at some level. There's nothing wrong with the name Jeremy. It just makes me feel uncomfortable because it's not my name. And I'm pretty sure something similar happens to you. That is why from this day forward, we will be introducing the show as jerryandsharon.com because that is her name. You know, I'm pretty sure that even though she's, been letting it slide, something deep down is just being a little bit uncomfortable. So we're going to change all this today. And anybody who we bump into, we will be correcting this, So, how does this pertain to you? Why is this important for you? Well, I'm sure you'd agree by calling somebody the wrong name, you would make them at some level a little bit uncomfortable. So my question for you today is, have you been doing this on a regular basis? Now, your knee-jerk reaction might be no, but let's think a little bit deeper. Just imagine you're talking with a client or a prospect. Just imagine we're talking to a prospect who is seeking a home business opportunity and they've come to you to ask you a few questions. And you have some kind of prepared speech, because you see these scripts all over the internet, how to prospect somebody, memorize these scripts, and this is what to say to them at this time. But if you do something like that, or if you basically have any kind of prepared anything, what happens is that a lot of people just simply don't get into real conversations. It's all a kind of canned conversation where they're missing out, failing to ask key questions. Now, let me just tie all this in because I realize it's still all up in the air here. Let me just tie all this in for you. That person that came to you, that prospect, could be coming to you to start a home business with the aim of helping out their parents. They want to give back to their parents, and that is why they want to be financially free. So the name of their dream, that could be their dream. So the name of their dream is called Help Out My Parents. That's the name of their dream. But while you're speaking to them, you could be talking about, yes, and when you're successful, you could be driving a fast car, or you could own your own house, and while these things are all well and good, that's not their dream. You're not talking directly to their number one goal. You're calling their dream by another name, which at best is going to be ignored by their dream. Let's pretend their dreams have ears here. It's going to be ignored by their dream, and at worst is going to offend. And I can give you an example of how this could offend. Somebody's dream or number one goal, because everybody's got more than one goal, but they have a number one goal. They have that, drive and number one goal. And their number one goal could be to help the environment more. They want to own a home business so that they can make more money and do more for the environment. So their dream would be called Help the Environment. That's the name of their dream. And you're talking to them about, yes, and you'll be able to get your own monster truck, which actually just pollutes the environment. So you could actually see in those circumstances how somebody could easily, not openly object to anything or not openly show any signs of discomfort, but you could see how that would clash, definitely. So you want to be always getting into your prospects or your clients' world. You want to find out what the name of their dreams are. You want to find out what the names of their goals are. You want to find out the names of their needs, the names of their wants. You want to find out the names that they have given to it so you can speak directly to them and it will resonate. Those are the things that resonate. When you speak directly to a person's dreams, wants, needs, you speak in their language, these things resonate. And that's what you always want to be trying to do. You don't want to be, talking with any canned script. I mean, it's good to have some kind of structure maybe if you need one, but don't say it word for word because it's the equivalent of shouting a name into a crowd and hoping somebody responds, Yes, if you use a common name, somebody might turn around and say, hey, that's me, but it's just much more accurate, efficient, just much more powerful to ask somebody their name. So then you can speak directly to them and it's tailor-made. And we could even take this a level deeper and ask ourselves another question. Is our dreams and our goals and our wants and our needs ours? Or are we chasing something that we think we're supposed to be chasing? What do I mean by that? Well, I think Stephen Covey said it the best. He said, have you ever climbed up the ladder of success to find out it's leaned against the wrong wall? Maybe you're chasing the fast car because you think you're supposed to. Maybe you're chasing the, other things because you think you're supposed to. But are you chasing the things that are truly going to bring you the most happiness, that are truly going to make you happy and the people that you care about happy? You definitely don't want to be putting in all the work to climb the ladder of success and find out that it's against the wrong wall. That, you've done all this work and you are quote unquote successful, but not happy, or at least not the happiest that you could be. So, I hope I have given you some things to think about today. Really think about today. Ciao.